Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, I'm going to play Dimir Poison. So, Dimir deck, I've tried it, didn't work out because I hate having to go 1-for-1. But, if you recall, when, I think it's Phyrexia OB1 first got released, we got a lot of toxic cards that got thrown into the mix, and I wanted to try out the Dimir Poison back then. That didn't work out quite well because I can only get my opponent up to 9, but not 10. So, this time, I don't think many new cards are actually that useful. I don't think we got any new cards from March of the Machines or anything like that that can make the Mire deck better, but the metagame has kind of shifted. So a lot of people are not expecting Toxic or Poison to kind of overrun them unless they see green. When they see green, they see the Raw Priest and they get scared, but when against blue-black, it gets me a lot of times, but I don't know whether or not I can use this to get my opponent. So, if you look at the deck list, it's 2 drops to deck, right? Almost the whole deck is 2 drops. So, it's actually a pretty weird way to play the game because a lot of times we might be just playing a turn forward 2 plays or 2 cards, right? And basically what we want to be able to do is to hold the Thrummingbird to its full potential and proliferate the heck out of our opponent with our toxic cards. So we got Bilious Skulldweller as a toxic creature, we got Voidwing Hybrid as a toxic creature, but it's not just toxic. We also got cards like Prologue to Phyresis, we got cards like Infectious Inquiry to make sure that our opponent is poisoned. And so, if we can make our opponent poison, we can proliferate the poison. And the whole deck is held to that idea. Let's look at the whole deck list, shall we? We have, in a 1-drop, 4 Bilious Skulldweller, just a 1-mana, 1/1 toxic, but it's also Death Touch, so it makes it so that our opponent doesn't want to block it as often. And then in the 2-drop, we got Voidwing Hybrid, the other toxic, that keeps coming back whenever we proliferate. That's pretty good. I don't think there's that many graveyard sort of hates in nowadays, so Voidwing Hybrid might be able to keep coming back and kill our opponent. Then we have Experimental Augury. Let me put it here for other cards. And we have 2 Thrummingbirds. Let me talk about the Thrummingbirds first, because that's whenever deal combat damage to a player, we get to proliferate. So we get to proliferate their poison counters, but we also get to proliferate Liliana and things like Vraska or Planeswalkers. That's the idea. Then in the other card draw category, we got Experimental Augury, we got Prologue to Phyresis, card draw, proliferate, card draw, proliferate, or poison counter. And then we have 4 Bring the Ending, just a counter spell, but a counter spell that is a hard counter if our opponent is corrupted, which is 3 poison counters. We also got 4 Drown in Ichor, -1/-4, and Proliferate. So a removal, but a sorcery speed. If we need instant speed removal, we also have 2 Go for the Throw. And a 3-drop, we have 4 Distorted Curiosity to draw 2 cards for 3 mana, but we want to be able to cast it for 1 mana if our opponent's corrupted, and 2 Infectious Inquiry, which is we just draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, but our opponent gets a poison counter so that we can poison them that way. And we also have 2 Liliana of the Veil to basically make our opponent sacrifice creatures. We probably won't use the plus, but you might think, hey, Liliana can only do 1 -2, so how good can it be? But we got a lot of Proliferate, so that we might be able to continuously get -2 with our Liliana and keep making our opponent sacrifice creatures. And then we have on the top end, we got 1 Vraska, just so that we can draw a card, proliferate, or remove a creature. We probably never get to -9. We're not a control deck, so we're just trying to poison our opponent to death as quickly as we can. No life gain in the deck, so be a little bit careful because, Mono Red's probably going to kill us before we kill them. This is how we're going to play aggro decks. Now, if you look at the land base, I cut the land down a little bit to 23 instead of 24. We have 3 islands, 1 Otawara, 3 swamps, 1 Takenuma, 4 Darkslick Shores, 4 Shipwreck Marsh, 4 Underground River, and 3 Mirrex. I might even cut one of the Mirrex and then adding another Thrummingbird if I'm feeling lucky, because 22 land is generally the sweet spot. I already have a deck with that name. Alright, whatever. 22 land is generally the sweet spot for an aggro deck. 23 land is because I don't like getting mana screwed, and playing off 1 or 2 land is not fun, right? So I'm gonna see whether or not I need to have that extra land if necessary. But honestly, I think if you are gutsy, just play with 22, even 21 lands. I played Mono Red with just 20 lands, and it works if you are playing in a real matchup. But with the hand smoothing algorithm that Arena has, it's really annoying. See, with a hand like this, well, we got Shipwreck Marsh into Underground River into Shipwreck Marsh. We have 23 lands, and we still draw 3 lands. And we draw our only 5-drop of the game, and opponent goes first. So everything's gone wrong so far. Let's just hope it doesn't go further wrong. Here's the Shipwreck Marsh. See Chrome Coast into a Dark Heart Waste. Counterspell the deck. Alright, well, I don't really care if this gets countered. If it gets syncopated, that would be kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Fairy Mastermind. In a Azorius deck. You know, you're the one that's drawing cards, right? He wants to block. Urza. Interesting. Alright, how do we want to do this? There is an Urza. So, if I attack, he blocks. We lose our... we lose our Voidwing Hybrid. I killed his Urza. That's fine. Pretty sure he's going to block. Gotta kill the Urza, though. Back to the hand. Captive Weird. Defender? Alright, we're playing against... We're playing against a deck, alright? What is going on? Alright, shouldn't target artifact. It's a weird, it's a defender, it's a creature. When it transforms, exile the top card, and he can play it. Well, he's gonna block. He's not gonna block with his weird. That's weird. Why would he... Alright, well... It is what it is. Now we're playing only 3 lands. If we had 4 lands, we get 2 2-mana play. Like I said, right? We need that 4 land. Alright, well, he transforms, so it's a 3-3. Alright, Augury proliferates, but proliferating is very good for the hybrid bird. Am I going to draw a card? That's an instant. So, let's just Augury. I didn't get a card anyway, so I'll give it Distorted Curiosity. And it only proliferates 1, so he's only at 1. Or 2. I don't get the Curiosity right away. Spirited Companion? That's fine. We're both playing... our opponent gets his 4th land first. Ow. He's even another play. Another companion. That's not very good. Now, now I know he has nothing. I can just attack and get the proliferate on. Hey, how about them lands, huh? You remember the deck that, you know, supposed to have lands? Alright, we'll play a bird. 3 lands. I mean, I don't have 23 lands, but still, 3? Remember when I have 24 lands, and sometimes I'll have, like, 9 lands on 16 cards? Am I still in weak stone? He's gonna minus my bird? Yeah, minus the bird. So it's he's playing an Urza deck. Oh, we got a land. Alright, I can bring him to 4. How good is it to bring him to 4? I guess it's good enough, right? Those attacks are going to bring us to 3. And we can proliferate 1, so he'll be at 5. Attack, he'll be at 6. I don't think I can get him to 10. Okay, I don't think I can get him to 10 that easily. How did he spend his whole turn doing something? No. Alright, well then I'll draw a card. Go for the throw. Do I want to do that? Probably not right now. I want to Augury out. He's probably holding up counter. I mean, I think he's holding up counter spells. I don't actually know. So this is a removal and a proliferate all in one card. That's pretty good. Well, yes. Alright, let's play the river first, and we'll get him to 7. has a play. Otawara. That's fine. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Let's have this little guy drown in Ichor. Proliferate him too. We will play a Bilious Skulldweller. And we'll end the turn. If he just all-out attack, do I even block? Because I can just attack him on the back foot, right? I'm gonna live on the edge. On the edge! Let's play something big. Or it's just gonna play another Mike Stone, Weak Stone. What if I stop that? He's at 7. Can I actually get him to 10? He still has a play. Doesn't play it. Well, attack gives him to 8. This gives him to 9. This should be able to get him to 10. Unless he has a counter spell. Soul Partition. Alright, I don't like doing this, but I might have to. Put us behind a lot doing that, right? Because I want to go for the throw one and Liliana the other one just so that I don't die. But if it's Spell Pierce, I kind of die anyways. But I had to do it. I'm at 1. So I'm going to do it right now before he untaps.
A fight? And you think you can win? Off you go.
Heliod. Bring that back. He gets to draw it and play it. Yep. Alright. This is a close game. I can't even get him to... Well, I can give him 9 here, right? So I can't get him to 10 very easily. Transforms. Interesting. This will kill me. Thanks. Thanks, deck. Alright, transform, so it's a 4/6. I'm gonna Experimental Augury first. See if I draw a useful card. Nice cards. Proliferate this, proliferate him. Play a land. Let's get some... Well, what does this do? You may cast spells with flash. Spell costs 1 less. Will I get a good card? No. I finally get my lands though. So... Sacrifice your dog so I don't die.
Haven't you ever heard
Blocker.
of personal space?
Alright. We got him to 9, right? If I get to play the Inquiry, it would have not died, but it is what it is. What can he do with Urza? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite there. We got a blocker. If he has a counter spell, I die. Actually, I die anyway because I'm at 1, right?
The reign of flesh is over.
Sure. I don't know if that matters. Is this a draw or do I die? Huh? I mean... I feel like I just died.
Rise again. You know nothing of Phyrexis' plan.
Alright, it's a draw. That was dumb. That was a very long, dumb game. But hey, you know what? Better than losing. Is it though? That was a nothing kind of game. But that's the Mire. I can get them to 9, but I really can't get them to 10. And the whole deck has no life gain. And that's the scary part. Well, we went second. If we went first, we would have already won. And that's a little bit of something, but it's kind of still hard to figure out what is the right play. Of course, we were playing on 3 lands for the longest time. Opponent goes first. We got 2 Distorted Curiosity. I'm not keeping his hand. Alright. 2 Distorted Curiosity anyways. Alright, that Egg Shuffler, I'm not even gonna play this out. We're mode of 5. We're not gonna mode of 4. And it's just horrible hands one by one. So yeah, the arena kind of algorithm has decided that they don't like Dimir Poison. So last time I played Dimir Poison, I had very bad draws. This time I played Dimir Poison, I have very bad draws. I'm already going down a vicious cycle. But why is it always the fairy avatar? Never a good opponent. Yabi 420, 69. Alright, we have 4 in the deck, I know, but how do I keep drawing them opening hand? We got Voidwing Hybrid that I can't even play, so yeah, you know what, fine. Mono red. No hellos. No hellos for you. Mono red with no turn 1 play though. He's just gonna burn my face. Alright, against mono red, do we stand a chance? Because we don't have life gain, and they're a lot faster than us. Felded. Hybrid. We draw our ping land, so that ensures we have to take damage for every card that we play. And it's against mono red, the fairy avatar. I'm pretty sure he has a removal or something, right? Adversary? Okay. Well, we're taking 5 this turn. What do we do? Do we drown this? They're too toxic, and we don't get a card? Yeah, fine. I mean, 23 lands is enough in an aggro deck. You can see the whole hand is 2 drops. But somehow we keep drawing Vraska, our 1/5 drop in the whole deck, because Shuffler, right? And then the card draw card, the 3 mana card draw card that is supposed to be a 1 drop, but never works out if it's all in your opening hand. Dimir Poison, boys and girls, players with mythic orange. I don't care about those. Obsessed loser. Hey, am I playing against myself? That's not cool. I don't like mirror matches, but I definitely don't like playing against me. Going first. Interesting. That's a feeling I've never felt before in my whole life. But against, against myself, I guess he's also going second because he's me. I'm done with this weird face dude. Would you like to counter my Voidwing Hybrid? Oh, you can't. You got 1 mana. Automaton. Yeah. How much ward is this? 2? I can't even do that. I can draw 2 cards. I can just draw some cards. I'm gonna need those draws. Squirrel. Combat research. What does this do? Has ward 1 and draws a card. Okay. That's very nice. I'm not gonna lie. This attack should get through. And do I get a Thrummingbird out? Do I care about Skrelv? I don't think I care about Skrelv as much as getting a Thrummingbird out, and I'll just counter whatever he plays next. Right? He's poisoned. This gets Toxic out a lot faster, because now we have 2 a turn. No riffing 3, please. Double combat research. How much ward is this? And quit. Okay. You coward. With your 2 damage attack and draw 2 cards, you want to quit? I don't know. It was very fun for me to stomp on myself. Waiting for server. Waiting for dud server. Alright! We know that Dimir Poison can beat a loser. That's good to know. Let's go against the next opponent. If you cast a card that isn't actually in your hand, you will see... Ew. Alchemy. You can never cast cards that are not in your hand in real game because how does that even work, right? Is this the SpongeBob meme? Alright, finally we got out of our going first curse. Now we get to go back to go second and play a real game. Hello. Generous Visitor. Here's the thing that I'm kind of weirded out by. We got 2 islands. I want to play the Skulldweller, but if I do, I can't drown in Ichor, whatever he plays next. If I play the Shipwreck Marsh, I get to play Drown in Ichor or Voidwing Hybrid. But I still think I should play the Skulldweller. Hopefully I get to draw a Swamp. That's my plan. I know that there's only, 3 swamps, 3 underground river, and 3 not Shipwreck Marsh, the fast lands. But yeah, not my luck. I'm not gonna draw any of those. Am I blocking with the 1/1? Do I want to get him poisoned? He might just block with the Kami. Is that a good trade if he blocks with Kami? It's never gonna get knocked through, so yeah, it's fine. Let's do it. Just block. It got through! Should have blocked. Restoration. Yeah, you should have blocked. Why would you not block there? That's fine. You get a poison counter. Choked on black. We attack. He takes 1 more. We get to stop the Kami for a turn, but that's not that great, right? Maybe it's better to play the hybrid. Yeah, I mean, I have 3 islands and 3 swamps. I didn't want to put more swamps because then I would draw only blue cards. That's how the shuffler would work. If I had more islands, I would draw more black cards. But if I have even, I still get screwed in a lot of cases, but it's fine. He's at 3, so he's already corrupted. This will give him to 4, this will give him to 5, this will give him to 6. 6 is not 9, or 10. So basically we have to attack 4 times with this to get him to no. 6, 7, what am I saying? 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to attack 5 times with Voidwing Hybrid to actually poison him to death. Or maybe I draw something better. Not happening though. I don't see it happening. Now, he does have to block the Bilious Skulldweller, or he takes more toxic. So I think he will leave back a blocker. Alright, he didn't use his restoration. Second restoration. Audacity. Now they're both trampled. Oh yeah. Rope your whole turn just to do that. Alright, what are we doing here? We gotta kill the Generous Visitor. There's still a 5/5 Trampler. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 7. I can double block the Kami, or I can draw an Ichor. Well, if I draw an Ichor, it gives back the Audacity on this. That's a 7. 8 if you cast another enchantment. And I don't have enough blockers. So that's game anyways. Allows the enchantment going first. Yeah, Dimir Poison always gets me, but I don't know why I can't get anyone with it. Our draw has been horrendous, to be fair, but not that bad. We always go second. With an aggro deck, if you go second, it's kind of like losing half the battle already. So if you start the battle with losing half the battle, obviously it won't go well. I do like the idea of a poison deck, but the problem with what Arena has turned into is that, you know, if you have a fair coin flip, you will go first half the games, and you'll win half the games. But in Arena, you go first 1 out of every 7 games, so you will win 1 out of every 7 games. Alright, look at this hand. Right, I would like to keep this hand, have a prologue, but I got nothing in play, or to play into. I'm gonna keep it anyways, because I am masochist that way. Holiday Holic. This is making me want to play not Bant, but Esper. Double draw and Ichor? That's interesting. We also got a Brand New Ending if we really need to counter something like a Fight Club. Flesh Gorger. Do we need to counter a Flesh Gorger? No? No, you got it. Poison. Liliana. Sacrifice the creature.
Your turn. I've always hated crowds.
Shieldred? Shieldred. Hurts a little bit. Alright, how do we want to do this? We're going to play a land for sure. We're going to play a card for sure. Or do we want to proliferate? I mean, I don't really... How do I kill the next Shieldred if I proliferate, right? That's the question. So maybe I play Voidwing Hybrid here? I don't want to use the plus on Liliana, so I think I will use the proliferate. If I am using the proliferate, do I hold up a counter spell for his 5-mana play? Alright, I guess... Well, this is coming down for sure. Now, do I want to plus and get rid of my Vraska? I don't really want to do that. Get a land. I might need it. Alright, he's poison, so I'll get more poison. And then get rid of it.
Oh, typical. It's no fun when... Off you go.
We can take the Takenuma and bring back the Liliana if we really need to. But I think what I want to do is Vraska next turn. My Vraska is a lot better than Liliana's. This is a 5-drop. It's got way more ability. Alright, he plays his Liliana.
This is my home, and
Minus?
I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
I don't think he's going to minus, right? That would be bad. That would not be smart. But he might. He does minus. That is not smart.
One of your friends has to leave.
To be broken, it's the inevitable.
Alright, just came back. So, if he pluses, I'll discard it. So, I don't know. Free card discard for me.
Think things.
There's a fight rigging. Alright, we gotta be careful and gotta counter every spell he plays.
Downtrodden rise together.
Luckily we can do that. Not too hard to do that. Alright, we'll play our Voidwing Hybrid. Play a land. And I want to keep up the 2 counter spells. I'm not gonna actually draw cards here. A pretty good lockdown against Golgari. I remember when I was playing Golgari, this is kind of what I'm afraid of a lot of times. A mid-tier, counter non-intensive, but tempo-intensive deck. Alright, so here's a counter spell for that. What else you got? Quit! That's what you got. See? With Dimir does kind of counter Golgari pretty nicely, since they don't have board wipe. And they are trying to target enchantments, and we don't have any. There you go. Alright, so I think the Dimir Poison deck is okay. It's not great. Not as great as when I was playing Golgari. Golgari felt really fun. This didn't feel fun. This felt like very forced because the land base, you got to draw the right cards. Even though there's only 2 color, somehow we always get the wrong color. And this is a 1-drop that you want to play on turn 1, and I don't think I've ever really done that in any of the games I've played. I've always been stuck on 3 lands with 2 2-mana cards that I want to play, and that felt really bad. Now, I don't recommend putting 24 lands in the deck, because then you will flood, and flooding feels even worse. So, I think this deck is fine, right? This deck is fine if you play a fair matchup. It will do its thing, and it will give you maybe 51% win rate. It does win more than it loses if you're playing a fair matchup, but on Arena, you do have to play a very long time to get that fair matchup. And just remember, Arena's fair matchup is not built based on how well your deck is. It's built on how good of a player you are. The better of a Magic player, the less you'll win. It sounds counterintuitive, but that's how it is. Arena wants these decks to have a 50% win rate. But if you're a better player, they have to drag down your win rate to boost up the worst players. So in those cases, you're going to lose a lot more on the decks that you shouldn't be losing with because, again, they need to have that average score be fair. So be very careful when you play decks like these. It feels like it's very strong, and if you look at the synergy, it is very strong. You just get to 10 poison and they should die, but that's not actually how it works when you put it into practice. If you just want to get a fast win, just play mono red. Arena likes to boost that to like a 75% win rate, so even if you're bad at the game or good at the game, you'll still be able to win with that kind of deck. Well, that's all I got for you today. I'm not going to ramble much more about how Arena algorithm is unfair, but let's just say that I don't like playing Dimir Poison as much as I like to play a janky deck because then I'm the only one with the win rates on that deck. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.